Hey, good morning, Northside. Mr. Winkle here with Mr. Stover. Hey, you might notice we're dressed a little different this morning. We're in our jammies, and I want to tell you a little bit of why we are and what's going to happen here. February 1st is fast approaching, and on that day, we're going to do some e-learning, and that's going to be the first 2 hours of the day, and your teachers will be telling you more about e-learning. And also, then after we're done with our e-learning, we'll be going on a 2 hour delay specialist rotation, which is something that you really don't have to worry about. Just know that it's going to be a regular school day on the first. We're going to do 2 hours of e-learning in the morning. Mr. Stover, you want to tell them a little bit more about e-learning?
Absolutely. If you want any more additional information beyond what Mr. Winkle and I are going to be covering with these slides, you can go to eLearning on the resc.k12.inus. And you can go on there and you can actually see all the facts that we're going to be covering as we go through the slideshow. So if you need more, you can click on the link on the page. All right. So what we're doing here at Randolph Eastern School Corporation is we're transforming learning with technology. This year, we're officially a one-to-one school corporation where every student in our building, both at the high school and the elementary, has a Chromebook that they can use on these e-learning days. That's very exciting because not a lot of school corporations have that opportunity. So kindergarten through sixth grade, you guys have the opportunity to bring your Chromebooks home with you and you can learn at home. So what we're going to be doing is on February 1st, we're going to kind of unroll this for you. The way that we're going to do this is with the 2 hour learning block that Mr. Winkle explained. But what we're also going to do is we're going to be able to have the teachers utilize Google Suite, Seesaw, Nearpod, Study Island, Screencastify like we're doing right now. So we're going to have the opportunity for teachers to actually educate you with the technology we have to our disposal. One really exciting thing that we have this year is we are a common sense educated school. That means that we've been certified from the Department of Education that we're incorporating our technology in a lot of things we're doing here at Northside and at Randolph Eastern School Corporation.
Yeah. And the thing you need to remember, boys and girls, you're already using your Chromebooks almost every day anyway. So it's not something that's brand new to you. It's just we're going to be doing a little bit more during those 2 hours on February 1st. We're going to be doing more, well, really everything with the Chromebook. Now, your teacher's still going to be in the classroom, but you're going to be communicating with your teacher through your Chromebook. So we're kind of anxious to see how this is going to work. Not really sure. But we'll know. We'll know a little bit better after we do our first practice day, and then we'll do another one in April, and then next year we'll do maybe 2 or 3 from home. So yeah.
All right. So
we're excited.
Yeah, very excited. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a little bit of facts, a little information based on this e-learning day, just to put your minds at ease, both teachers, students, and parents. So if we have parents viewing right now, we want to put you guys at ease as to what we're doing on February 1st.
Okay, what is e-learning? E-learning's where instead of being in a regular classroom, you're at home with your Chromebook, and what we would say it's a virtual learning day. Now, your teachers are going to prepare some lessons, and they'll have those ready to go. And some of you may get things done a little earlier than others, but it's really tailored to you. It's really up to you how fast and how much time you want to spend on those lessons. Those days are within the regular 180 days of school for you as students. And like I said, the teachers are creating those lessons for you. And I think it'll be really neat. Now, why are we doing it? It provides you opportunities to become good digital citizens. It also gives you 21st century skills that beyond Northside and even the high school that you're going to need in the workplace, because a lot of the jobs that you guys are going to have, they really don't exist yet. So, and it's a little scary, but it can also be a little exciting to think about that as well. It's also a time where if we do miss some days, and instead of tacking those days on at the end of the year, it might be a day that we do a virtual learning day. So we can make those days up maybe from home and not have to come to school. So that's a possibility. It also provides opportunities for our teachers to get more professional development. And really, when we talk about professional development, it's really us making us better as teachers, so you're going to be better as a student. So those are some reasons what it is and why we do it.
Yeah, and in addition to that, who doesn't want to sit in their PJs and do their homework at home?
I'm all for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So next up is our practice days, what it's going to look like. I'm going to give you a little bit of expectations for you as a student as we go through this process. First and foremost, we are going to be on a full day. So don't get this confused. If you hear anything else, on February 1st, it's going to be an entire day of school.
Right here at Northside.
Right here at Northside. And what we're wanting you to do is bring your pajamas.
Yeah. Wear your jammies. Make sure they're school appropriate, but wear your jammies.
Yes, absolutely. And what that day is going to look like is we're going to have a 2-hour block first thing in the morning, and that's going to be devoted 100% to e-learning. During that time period, we expect you to work. We don't want you to disrupt anyone else.
Right.
And what we're going to do is have it to where we don't want you to communicate with your teacher verbally. We want you to communicate with your teacher using Google and using the technology
with your Chromebook.
Boom. So what we want you to do is try to talk with your teacher using the technology in front of you. What you're going to have during this time, you're going to have headphones. You're going to have your laptop and your laptop charger.
Yeah.
So be sure to bring that on our e-learning practice day. All of the assignments are going to be expected to be done within that 2-hour block. So we're going to have to utilize our time the best that we can. So you're going to have to knock out all assignments and breathe easy and let it be known that this is not going to be overwhelming.
No,
that 2-hour time
Don't
block.
worry about it.
That 2-hour time block is going to be certainly enough time for you to get everything you need to do done in that time period.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to keep it as technology friendly as possible and keep the separation between the students and teacher.
And we know that there's a big difference between kindergarten and 6th grade. So your teachers have been very diligent and worked really hard to make sure their lessons are appropriate for you. So if you're in kindergarten, your kindergarten teachers are working on these lessons. They're things you're going to be able to do. 6th grade, your teachers have worked on those lessons, and those are going to be lessons that you're going to be comfortable with as well. So, and then all points in between. So no worries. Now, when you get done with your lessons, your teachers will have things for you to do. But the bottom line is you kind of have to be quiet and be on task because your classmates could still be working on their e-lessons. So, but your teachers will talk to you more about that. And so we've got a little bit of time. I know February 1st is fast approaching, but we have some days to talk about this.
Yeah. So that'll bring us to our next slide. If you have any questions, teachers, students, parents, anybody that's viewing this video right now, reach out to us. Both Mr. Winkle and myself, we're more than happy to help reach out to you guys. The biggest thing is we want to implement this, but at the same time, there will be questions that arise. And we're in a position where we're going to help anybody that has those questions.
We're planning and we're practicing. And now we have questions. Even as teachers and principals, we have questions. And we know after our first practice day, we're still going to have some questions. And we're going to work through this. That's why we're doing 2 practice days before we would do anything for next year. So we appreciate you listening this morning. Don't forget, February 1st is our first e-learning practice day. It's going to be the first 2 hours in the morning. And wear your pajamas. Have a good day.
Take care.